Hi everyone, it's Jenny Dang. I'm currently in Tokyo. For lunch today, we're having sushi omakase at Sushi Tokuro Yamato. Let's see if it's worth the travel.
だから剥がしですね。失礼します。似たやり方。
栃木県正規ですね。The same one on different. The same one. Oh no, no, change. Change.
はい、ビール。はい。
谢谢。
パフ。
あ、パウル。
山は一つ。一つ。はい。
手ない。
まだい。はい。
失礼します。
はいか。
はい。はい。暑いんでお気をつけてください。すみません。
二ホタテ。二ホタテ一貫。
はい。
赤貝。そうね。よし。一回外して。
はい。
Thank you, Sushi Tokuro Yamato, for the incredible meal. Now it's time for my rating to see if it's worth the travel. Starting with the food, I came super excited, but also with a lot of expectation and judgment since Chef Yamato is Sugira's #1 apprentice who is also part of the opening team of Sugira's store in Nihonbashi. And let me tell you, Chef Yamato surpassed all my expectations. Not only does he have my favorite shari, but all the neta are prepared to their peak flavors and textures. It truly solidifies that edamame style is my ultimate favorite for enjoying sushi. Every piece was delicious. There are so many pieces that blew my mind, such as the spear squid, hagashi toro, and simmered scallop. I cannot wait to enjoy Yamato sushi again, so I rate the food a 4.8 out of 5. For service and ambiance, it's very simple with a cozy small room corner that's around 200 square feet only, so it feels very intimate. But since it's a 90-degree counter, I do feel bad for those who get the back end, as it's difficult to see the chef's mastery. But it does give the guests a bit of privacy if they want. Chef Yamato himself might not smile as brightly as he does in his photo with Chef Sugira, but it's only because he's truly focusing on providing the best sushi. After the meal, Chef Yamato was super happy to share sake with us, and I was able to see the same bright smile as he is in the photo. The rest of the staff are very attentive as well, such as refilling sake, wiping down the geta after each nigiri, and folding the napkins before any guest returns from the bathroom. The service is 100% a 5. The restaurant is located in Tsukiji, where the famous Tsukiji market is located. So if you're feeling a bit touristy, before or after lunch, the Tsukiji Outer Market is only a short 5-minute walk away, where you can explore the bustling vibes of street vendors. Or if you're feeling more fancy, head to Ginza, which is only a 10-minute walk away, filled with cocktail bars, luxury shops, and high-end cafes. The location is a 5. The omakase is 18,000 yen, which is roughly $125, making it 4.75 for the price. The overall rating is 4.89, which makes it worth international travel. So it doesn't matter where you're traveling from, Sushi Tokuro Yamato is 100% worth a visit. At Sushi Tokuro Yamato, sushi is an intimate, precise art. But sometimes the soul craves a world that's dreamy, loud, and unforgettable. After Yamato's quiet mastery, I'm stepping into a completely different world. If you love sushi and also crave excitement and luxury, join me in the next video aboard Takamitsu, where the king of sea urchins serves sushi on a boat. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.